Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today's video I have created the mermaid look. I created it because I did this the other day just as a practice and messing around, and I posted it on Instagram and everyone loved it. Thought, you know what, I'll do a wee tutorial on it, so that's what we're doing today. I really hope you guys enjoy the video because I enjoyed doing this look. I just love being creative with colours at the minute, so this is really fun and it was exciting and it was a process. If you want to see how I create this lovely look, then keep on watching the video. Right, so today I'm going to be recreating the look that I posted on Instagram, which is like the mermaid vibe one. My friend Megan tagged me in the Bperfect, a video of someone doing something like a look kind of similar, so I kind of recreated it and made it my own. And I thought, do you know what, I asked on Instagram if anyone wanted a tutorial, and people said yes, so I thought why not. It was really fun to create the look, so I'm going to do it again, and I hope it turns out as well as it did in the Instagram picture. I heard this is a medical tape and it's really good for practice, and because sometimes you can't get that line straight, but I would use this. I used to use sellotape and you know that's not good for your skin, but this is medical tape and it's so much easier. I just got this off eBay, so I'm just going to take wee bits of that and just put them on where they go. I've already done my eyebrows and I've got some of the Louise base on already, so we can just get stuck in with eyeshadow. Oh, there we go. And you just kind of want to line it up with your brow. In this look, I am going to just use the Stacey and Bperfect Carnival XL Pro palette. I got this palette recently. I already had the smaller one, but I thought I'd get the bigger one. But I'm going to film a haul video because I did order a lot of makeup, so I'm going to film that. I don't know if it'll be up before or after this. I just keep buying more things, and then it's like, oh well, I'll wait until that gets here, wait until that gets here. So this is the lovely palette. It's got so many lovely shades. It's got mattes, it's got shimmers, it's got even some highlighter kind of shades. It's just so pretty and it's so easy to work with. Like the formula of the shadows are just so easy to blend. I'm this look already, so it's not going to be too hard for me. I'm just going to do one eye and then do the other one off camera. So I've got these two brushes. These are some of the new brushes that I've ordered. I don't even know if I've talked about these or not in my videos. I'm still going to be doing my Peaches makeup collection at some point. I will get around to it. I've got these two brushes. They're very similar. I'll be using both, but I'm going to go in with the inner corner first, and I'm taking the PC47, which is the smaller one, whereas this one's the PC22 and it's slightly bigger looking. The first shade that I'm going to go in with and use is this blue shade here, which is called Make Waves, and I'm just going to put that in my, you know, crease here. So just on this wee line. The blending is the most important thing. I'm literally just running it in. I'm not even gonna just pretend that I'm not just patting it on, because I'm not. I'm patting it and then blending it because it's just easier. Sometimes it's easier just to pat it on and leave it, and then go in blending later. But I find with this kind of look, it's so much easier just to, you know, put it in and blend it. Because you're going to go back in, I don't know how many times you're going to end up going back in with your colours. I'm just bringing this one to about, you know, halfway across my crease, so where my pupil is, if you can see, just kind of in the centre. So now we've got the Make Waves on. The next colour I'm going to go in with is a mixture of two colours, and it's two purples here. It is these two shades here, which is one Wasted and this one Persuasion. I'm going to use those both colours in the outer bit of the eye. And I'm using that PC22. It's just a bit more fluffier and thicker. It's just easier to kind of buff out into the end. So I'm taking Wasted and Persuasion together, mixing it in like that. And I'm literally just going to try and keep it as low as possible. Like I took the look whenever I did it right up to my brow, which some people like, some people don't. I personally like it. I think it just makes the whole eye look so much better. But, you know, for this bit, I'm just going to try and keep it low, so then we can blend the colours out a bit better. Tape is there as a guideline to create the shape better, and honestly, it just works wonders. Basically, you're bringing it to join into that colour. They blend very easily, in my opinion, I think. Then you can bring it into the V, but we are going to go in with a darker colour there, and then just kind of mix it into that blue. Doesn't need to be perfect. You will end up having to go back in with each brush like continuously to get the blend better. as you will see me do. So like, you know, I will go in back in with that blue, mix it in, but that just kind of creates the blend a bit better. But once the whole look is completed, you know, you don't have to really worry about it too much. So I'm just going to be blending these colours in together more. Kind of creates like an ombre, which is what you want, you know, it's a mermaidy vibe, you know. So mixing them in nicely. Wonderful. Taking a clean PC34 brush, which is this tapered like fluffy brush, I'm just going to smooth out the edges. I haven't got any colour on this, it's just to smooth the edges out before I put the next colour down on top of that. I'm putting the next colour on, that means the lines are aren't as harsh and they're more seamless, and it's just easier to blend the other colour on top of that. And don't worry that we are losing quite a bit of the pigment, we will be going back in and reapplying the pigment in as well, because that's how you do eyeshadow. So I'm going to go in with this here brush here. It is the PC38 and it's like a little pencil brush. And I'm going to be taking these two other bluey greeny shades, the shade Soft Spot and Showboat. I'm taking a mixture of those two. Ooh, oh my goodness, I've just like put black on my finger. Look at that. I hate whenever that happens. Mixture of those two little bluey green shades here with that, and just kind of keeping it half in the colour that we've already got down and more up into the crease. Yes, I'm mixing it with the purple, so you got to be very careful here because the purple will start to kind of fade more. So to the minute you don't need to blend, you just gotta pack it on. And like, I know this looks crazy, but eventually it'll look the way that you need it to be, so don't be worrying. Just trust the process, keep calm and carry on. Now I've got those two colours on, I'm going to be taking this here brush here, which is a slightly bigger brush, but it's okay. CPC11. It's basically like a flat blending brush because it's got like a nice flat edge, so you can press kind of the shadow on, but also is fluffy enough to blend. In the shade Y though, which is this mint green shade here, and I'm going to put that on the very, very top part here, like that. So far it looks absolutely crazy. The colours look like they're not going to work, but they will. You've all seen the Instagram, so you know that it works. Like, this palette has such beautiful colours, like so pretty. Like, I did like on my friend Megan, and it was like more warm tone colours like reds and oranges and yellows, and it looked so good. I just annoyed because I didn't get to take any pictures, but she looked amazing. She's not used to having colours, and she was like, what? Really suited her, and she looked amazing. I was saying about doing like in a look with the Morphe palette, each little Morphe palette I did, and I attempted to attempt one with the neutral one, and it was really nice. It turned out really really lovely, and it was fine. It wasn't my personal look. I haven't filmed the video because I wanted to kind of test it out first myself. But oh my gosh, there's like a big blue line there. That's okay, I haven't got any skin on. We got that last colour on up there. So now we're going to go in with the V in the end V. I'm going to take this one. This is the PC32. It's a small fluffy pencil brush, and I'm going to take the shade Reckless here. It's a deep purple colour, and I'm going to add that into the V to deepen the purple up a bit. Just going to add it in, so like that. But we're going to go back in with other colours anyway, but this is just to deepen the purple a little bit more because we want an ombre kind of effect. You will be taking this colour down here, so if you really want to now, just so you know where you're going, just kind of bring that down to that lash line, like there. Honestly, whenever I was attempting this look the first time round, I was like so focused, so trying to get it perfect. But whenever you're trying to get it perfect, it never goes perfect. You know, it took me like 3 hours long just to get well, that was including my whole face. If anyone wants me to film a video where I do my eyes and my skin, you know, just let me know. People prefer short eye tutorials, some people would probably prefer like a full-length video. I mean, if I'm doing just the eyes, it's easier for me to film and edit them and get it up quicker, whereas if I'm editing a full video, it takes me a while longer, but I don't mind, you know. What else am I gonna do, you know, until the baby comes anyway. Please guys, let me know if you want to do see more skin, or if you want to see more mainly in the eyes. Now I've got that deeper purple, I'm going to go back in with the very first brush I had, which was the PC47, which is that one that we took the nice blue Make Waves on, and I'm going to use that, but I'm also going to take a bit of the shade Mood just to darken the blue up, but because we have the other two like blue shades above it, it kind of blends in, like like there's no difference. Taking the shade Make Waves with a little bit of the Mood shade, and I'm just adding that in to the inner centre. That creates that darker, you can kind of see the difference a bit better. I do want to keep the shade Make Waves because it's just all about the ocean and the mermaid. You gotta keep the blue in, you know. So it's okay if it comes in here because we're gonna like kind of cut the crease a little bit. It's not gonna be a full cut crease, it's gonna be like a half cut crease. We're blending the sides and maybe more halo-y depending on whatever you're feeling. You can try and recreate this look exactly the way you want to, or you can try and do it your own way, which is what I did with the original video. It was a girl on Instagram, I can't even remember her name now, but it was on the Bperfect page, like they reposted it, so I was like, ooh, I'll give that a go. I'll leave the link to the Instagram video thing in the description so you can go and see what I was trying to do. You can either try and recreate that one, or try and recreate this or whatever. So that's that, and then I'm going to go back in with that there PC22 brush with the purple, Persuasion and Wasted, and a dash of Reckless. I'm going to blend those out into there, like that, just to blend the colours in together. Add that colour back again so we don't lose the purple. You don't want to lose purple. No. And then taking that there pencil brush with the Soft Spot and Showboat, going in with them just to blend that out, that line out, so then the blend's much better. Because now you're starting to kind of create a nice blend of the colours. There we go. It helps soften the edges as well, because you know otherwise it looks like separate colours, but you kind of want to blend them in to be seamless and it actually look like the way it should do. And I'm going to go back in with that fluffy PC11 brush with the shade Y though. Blend the top half out. Yay! And then there's that PC34 brush, which is the clean brush that I didn't have any product on, just to go in at any edges that look like they need blended, just to blend them out. Should be fine. Ooh, fabulous! So next up I'm going to go in with this Louise base in the shade 0, which is the white one. I'm putting a bit on my little palette here, so we can go in with like kind of cut the crease per se. Don't need too much of it. I am using a PC54, which is a small concealer brush. Find this easier to use than the curve cut crease concealer brush, which is... This is the curve cut crease concealer, and it's sometimes easier to go in that depending if you're cutting the whole crease, but because I'm only doing the centre bit more or less, this shape is like rounded and it's much more easier to do. So I'm taking a bit on my brush here, and it's easier if I start at the bottom, like so. Most of the product is going there, so it's not like the excess, if that makes any sense. And it's okay if it goes into colour because we're going to be blending those colours in anyway. It's just more up here you kind of want it to be more defined. Keep my eye closed, but like open it up, and I just like to press it up like that and make sure I keep opening my eye. And then I'm going to take another bit of the product just to kind of whiten it up a bit so it stays white in the centre. So there we go, that's the Louise base now on my lid. My tip for doing this is just be patient, be slow, be calm, and know that it's going to take a long time to get it perfect. I still haven't got it down perfectly yet. I'm getting better at it because I'm doing it more often, but honestly just trust the process, go slow, be patient. If you do it wrong, try again. So you don't need to be worrying too much about it. Feeling that nice first brush, the blue one, just to kind of, and like I'm not taking any product, I'm just blending that in like that, just blending it out a bit into the base, so then whenever I put the pigment down on top it doesn't look like it's stuck on. I want to use the smaller one you added, you know, if it's easier, with the darker purple on it. And now for the fun part. This is the shade I'm using, and I'm being careful with pigment today. No more spilling them, especially this one because it's absolutely amazing. This is the shade Mermaze from Peaches and Cream, and it's basically like a silver glitter with lilac, blue, green reflexes, and it just is beautiful. And that's why it's so good for this look, because it just makes it so mermaid-like. Changes your life forever. I'm using this here brush, which is the PC31, to apply it. So because we've got the base on, I'm actually going to just quickly take a bit more just to make it more tacky so it can stick a bit better. So here we go. And what I do is I take a wee scoop from the pot into the lid, build it up slowly. So I'm taking a bit from the lid, and I just start at the bottom just to pack it on. Now realistically, it doesn't matter if it goes too far over into your inner corner, because I like to add it into my inner corner anyway, so if it goes over to the blue, that's fine. Try and keep it separate from that purple to that crease, like so. Just looks lovely. And again, if it starts to come like looks like funny, just blend it. And there you have your Mermaze. And I'm going to take the blue brush, blend it in, blend that out a bit more. So next up, I'm going to go in with my waterline, and I'm using the P. Louise base again in the shade 0, which is the white one. Actually just taking a tiny bit with this little Morphe brush. I know I don't, it's like an eyeliner brush. I know Peaches and Cream do them, but I forgot to order some, so I thought I did. So I'm just going to take this and just give it into the waterline. It helps give the look a bit more definition, and the eye stands out so much more with the white in your waterline. Some people can't do that. Some people freak out at this. You have to set it with powder, or either a powder or a white shadow. I'm taking my PC14, which is the smudger brush. There's a nice white shade in this palette called Pillow Talk. Can you see that yet? There you go. And I'm going to run that in there just to set it more. And this is up to personal choice, whether or not you do your under eye first before you do like the rest of your face or not. I think I like to go in and do it now, just so then I have an idea of where everything's going, but then I just tidy it up again whenever I do my concealer anyway, with this nice little pencil brush with that Reckless shade on it, and the other purples. It really doesn't matter, just to take a mixture of the three, and I'm just going to run that under the waterline like there. I'm being really gentle, and I'm just bringing that into the under the center like there, kind of letting the product just and the brush do what it needs to do. I'm not actually like putting any pressure or anything on. I'm literally just like running it along. A thicker brush for that, I'm going to go in with this here, the other pencil brush. It's the PC33. This one is less fluffy, but it doesn't really matter. And I'm taking the shade Make Waves, which is the very first colour I used, and I'm running that along my inner lash line to connect it with that purple. There we go. And with that there PC34 brush, I'm just going to take a mixture of the Soft Spot Showboat and just run them along under. So I'll take the tape off now and show you what it looks like before I add any of my skin products onto my face. Taking the tape, and as you can tell, that's because of the running under the eye. That's why some people prefer to do it after, but I'm going to clean up with concealer anyway, so it doesn't look like wobbly. Some probably will look a little bit better. There you go. And the harsh line here, you can soften it, and I will show you how to soften it. So I will be back soon. See you guys in a minute. So now I've got the rest of my face done. Well, the majority of my face. There's some things that I've left just to do quickly with you on camera, which is the highlight, because I'm using the same pigment. I thought I'd do a little show on how I do that. But the Mermaze highlight, using the same brush that I was using before, which is that little small one, which is the PC31. And I'm going to take a small little scoop and just drop it into the lid again. And I'm going to basically apply this above here, see, like there, to give that a bit of sparkle on the brow bone. Gotta have that brow bone highlight. And this Mermaze pigment is just the best. And I'm also going to take it in the inner corner of my eye there. bring it right down to the tear duct. And I'm just going to take my fluffy brush, which is the PC34, just to blend that a bit better. So that is your eyes completely done. Want to have a smoother look, this is like there, just blend, soften the edges so it's not as harsh. But I don't mind that look, so if you want, I feel like if I blend it then it comes a bit more here. You can use your concealer brush as well. This is what I did initially, but I wanted to keep the line, I didn't want to take it away. So the thing I'm going to do is I want to add a bit of highlight. So first of all I'm going to take some setting spray just to spray my face, because it helps the highlight to stick. In this here I Heart Bronze and Glow palette from I Heart Revolution, and I'm going to take this bit of this highlight here, the cheek definer brush. So I'm just going to take a bit of the highlighter and just run it along where I would highlight. I'm not putting too much because I'm using the Mermaze as a highlight, but this just kind of creates like a base for it. Just putting it everywhere that I highlight. It's a PC35 brush, which I'm going to take. It's the pigment applicator brush. I'm just going to take some of that from the lid and just put it on the high points of my cheeks. So like so. And then I'm taking this brush, which is the PC17, and it's a tapered highlighting brush, and that just basically helps to blend it in to my skin more. And if I want to take it up here, I will take the excess bit from the lids just to bring it up there. I think this is just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pigment to use as a highlight, especially with this like look. And anything else from the lid, I don't want to add too much highlight, so I'm just putting it on my areas and then flipping it out with that tapered highlighter brush. Now we've been highlighted, and that's that. Next thing I'm going to do is quickly pop some of my mascara on. Now I've got this Bperfect Bad Llama mascara, and I think it's so good, so easy to put on. It's just not got the right amount of thickness that I like, so I'm going to use my Avon 5-in-1 as well, but I'm just going to use this as a base because it's how easy it goes on. I hate my left eyelash, right? I don't know if anyone else has this issue, but I have a major issue when it comes to my left eyelashes. They seem to like have less lashes than on my right hand side, and they clunk together more, and I don't know why. If anyone knows why that is, let me know. Really, really irritates me, and it's so good for my lower lashes. Like I love like smaller brushes for my lower lashes. I've said many times, like I do love wearing like false lashes. I just can't do them myself. No matter how many times I try, like I would break things trying to do it. Like I've genuinely broken mirrors and cried multiple times over it. But yes, I'm going to go with my Avon 5-in-1 Lash Genius Mascara just to thicken this up. And like you'll just see a difference with this as well. It's just got this bigger, lovelier wand. This is also the shade Blackest Black, so it's darker than the normal black. It's a wee bit flaky, but I absolutely adore this mascara, so I will refuse to give it away. There's nothing else like in this world I have found. It's taken me years. Like I've had many mascaras and they've always just been meh. And when I tried this one, like I fell in love. Dark lash of, there you go. I'm going to go in again with that Bad Llama mascara just under my eyes a bit, for my lower lashes a bit more. Great. I just had a bit of a boo-boo with my mascara, probably saw. Well, the mascara's on, so the last thing is lips. I'm going to go in with the Borderline Peaches and Cream. Now these lip liners are so creamy, they're amazing, they literally glide on effortlessly. And I'm taking the shade Back Chat in the lip gloss. I'm going to take the PC55 brush, my lip brush, to blend it in more. take a bit of more setting spray to finish it off. Oh my gosh, my eyes were open. Oh. But anyway, there we have the finished look. I don't know about you guys, but I am absolutely in love with this mermaid look. I would wear this every day if I could, because my true life calling is to be a mermaid. Ever since I was a kid, always been wanted, so now I can live my fantasy here. But if you liked the video, please do give me a thumbs up. Leave a wee comment below, let me know what other looks you want to do. Like, yes, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click subscribe if you want to see more videos. See you guys next time. Bye.